It's the 2010 edition of the 5 Most Fascinating People in Swift Current, proudly sponsored by the Swift Current Mall, the Center at 1 and 4, The Brick in Swift Current, owned and operated by Mike Kessler, Stark and Marsh Chartered Accountants, achieving great things, the City of Swift Current, where life makes sense, Prairie Post, Prairie Life, Prairie People, and by Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you.
Jayci Wittmier is a typical 17-year-old girl who works hard at school and hangs out with her friends whenever she can. But where Jayci is not so typical is that she does so in spite of an accident that happened on her 16th birthday. An accident that left her paralyzed from the neck down.
I cracked my C2, C3, C4, and C6 vertebrae, and I broke my C5, and then my C5 put pressure on my spinal cord. So I'm classified as a C4, C5 complete quadriplegic.
Early on, the prognosis from doctors was grim. They told her she'd never move again. But the prognosis from Jayci's point of view became something quite different.
Right from the get-go, I was kind of positive and like, well, I'm going to get better and I'm not going to be paralyzed my whole life and stuff. So I think my attitude kind of helped me to work harder and kind of just show the doctors that I will feel again and I will be able to move again and stuff.
When doctors told her she would never breathe on her own without the help of a ventilator, she proved them wrong. When doctors told her she would never have the use of either of her arms, she proved them wrong. And when doctors told her she'd never have the strength or the ability to sit up on her own, once again, she proved them wrong. Now Jayci's working to take her recovery to a whole new level with the help of a groundbreaking new therapy focused on helping patients recover from spinal cord injuries.
There's a place in Carlsbad, California, and it's called Project Walk. And it's a spinal cord injury recovery center. And they have a bunch of specialized equipment to work with spinal cord injury people. And I went there, I've gone there twice so far. And each time was for a month. When I went there the first time, I couldn't sit on my own and I didn't have very good movement or feeling, and I can sit on my own now. And I gained more movement in my left arm and I got more sensation. There's a place in Regina that just opened at the beginning of September, I think. And it's called First Steps Wellness Center, and it is exactly like Project Walk. It's just the first one in Canada, so I go there once or twice a week.
Using the theory that rigorous exercise can target what's left of the nervous system post-injury, the therapy Jayci undergoes helps her brain to relearn how to switch on and regain control of her muscles. And while the program doesn't offer guarantees, it does offer its clients the skills to remain healthy and focused on their recovery, and the much-needed hope that anything is indeed possible.
At Project Walk, they use your muscle spasms to, they get you to connect to them so you gain movement. Like the first hour of therapy or so, they work with your legs and they do range of motion with them, but they get you to follow it so that eventually that you can do it on your own. So it's kind of like reconnecting your brain to your muscles again.
Dividing her days between therapy and schoolwork to catch up on the years she missed while in hospital, Jayci now has 2 firm goals in her mind for the future.
Well, I'm hoping to graduate this year, and then I want to go to university eventually, but I kind of want to focus more on my recovery first because school will always be there. So I think after I graduate, I'm gonna go to therapy maybe more often and work at that and reach my goal of walking again.
Besides Jayci all the way, helping her to reach her goals are her friends and family. And while none of them would ever have dreamed they would find themselves at this moment in their lives, ever the optimist, Jayci sees the positive in the many challenges they face together.
It was hard on everyone, but it brought us a lot closer together. And we get along a lot better. I think we kind of hang out more, I guess, as a family. I don't know. They've just been really supportive to me too, and they've done a lot for me, which is good too.
Despite her physical limitations, Jayci is still the same person she always was on the inside. But her condition has given her a new appreciation for the role she plays in the strange new world she finds herself in. Whether as an unwitting advocate to teenagers, warning of the dangers of driving while distracted, shedding light on the difficulties that lie in sourcing funding for alternative therapies, or simply educating the people around her, not only on what it's like to be in a wheelchair, but on how a positive attitude can make a world of difference, no matter what others may say.
I'm positive and I'm working hard. Then, I've seen people walking that were told they would never walk again, so that kind of boosts my spirit. And I don't know, I just don't listen to those people because I don't know, I just listen to the positive things and I'm going to prove them wrong, I guess.
As she looks back over the journey she's taken this past year, Jayci says she's learned a lot about who she is. She's learned that she's a fighter and that she's stronger than she ever thought possible. A strength that continues to grow each and every day. Jayci Wittmier, one of the 5 most fascinating people in Swift Current.